Put this right here. Taking notes, taking names, taking notes. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review SNL. Don Cheadle hosted SNL today, and it just premiered on NBC. And the singer was Gary Clark Jr. And here's my review of the show. And they had before that they had like the rerun. They had the Donnie Glover one, which I missed. And that last skit on there when they were doing role playing, Donnie Glover and that other girl, yeah, that was really funny. That thing was hilarious. So that was really good. But the Don Cheadle episode, it starts off with a cold opening. It has like, Alec Baldwin played Donald Trump talking about declaring national emergency on the White House lawn. That was super, super, super lame. That was lame. That was a 2 out of 10. It was awful. Next was the monologue with Don Cheadle, and he actually did. I mean, I've known Don Cheadle for a while. I mean, I've seen his acting. I always liked his work, and his monologue is actually very good, very entertaining and creative. It wasn't really funny, but it was very creative and entertaining. Talking about like fan recognition and stuff like that. I give that an 8 out of 10. Next was Lincoln Homeroom News Fresh Takes. It's like closed circuit TV for the high school, and for the freshmen. Because I remember in our homeroom in high school, we'd have just they do like news over the loudspeaker. We had like homeroom was like a 10-minute thing before classes started. But the thing they did was really lame. Don Cheadle was good in it, but it was super lame. Except for Don Cheadle doing a decent job. I give it a 3 out of 10. Next was like the extreme baking competition. Now the people weren't funny, but the cakes were. It was more prop humor, and that was a 9 out of 10 because it made me laugh a lot. So that was good. Next was a commercial of of like this romantic thing, but I mean, getting busy. But your dog is watching, so they created the Pound Puppy. That was a commercial Pound Puppy, which was really, really funny and creative. That was a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed that one. Next was a performance from Gary Clark Jr., who I never heard of before, and the song was alright. I liked his guitar work. I give that a 7 out of 10. Next was Weekend Update, and Weekend Update this time sucked. The Cheez-It joke was funny, and that was about it. And they had this character named Jules, the guy who sings a little differently. That character sucked almost as bad as the guy who bought a boat. That was awful. And he was talking about the Oscars, and since I wanted to mention this because I mentioned this before, because they were going to have on the news. They said the Oscars were shaking things up a bit. They said they were going to have like the awards for like makeup and cinematography and stuff like that done during the commercial break. Thankfully, there was an uproar from the community and the actors and stuff like that, saying they all need to be heard, that they said they're all going to be broadcast. The broadcast knows reviews, especially makeup and stuff like that. If you're like in the FX and stuff like that, you want to see who wins the makeup awards. So thankfully they're going to put that all back on broadcast, all the stuff, not hide it in the commercials. I haven't really watched the Oscars since 2015 after Dad passed. You know what I mean? If I have Monday off, I'll step watch it. I was just on too late. And also the Centenarian, which is people like over 100. The guy who did it wasn't funny, but the guy who played the old guy, his voice was very good. The voice he used was good. It just wasn't funny. But it was a 3 out of 10 for that Weekend Update. Super lame. Next was Family Feud. And really the only thing really good about it was Kenan Thompson doing Steve Harvey. And he does it super goofy. So much so I'm surprised he doesn't start cracking up laughing. Just like that. And guy, I can't remember the name, the guy who played that basketball player's dad over the time, that's always funny too with him doing that. But aside from that, that was the only really good part. And even the Steve Harvey stuff, it started to wane after a while. So I give that a 5 out of 10. Next was the bar fight song. The guys are going to fight, and they picked a song that was more cheerful and upbeat, and they started dancing. It wasn't funny at all, but the creativity of the dance made me give it a 3.5 out of 10. Now, next was Gary Clark Jr. performing again, and oh my God, this song was awesome. It was really cool. I knew I would like it as soon as it started out. It was really, really cool. Just right amount of attitude, great guitar, great sound. It was a fantastic song. I'm surprised he didn't open with that song. Probably the best song I've heard played on Saturday Night Live in a long time. That was a 10 out of 10. Next was Road Checks, like a thing like Raid or something like that. It was just very strange, but it was cool seeing them take it in a kind of a weird direction. But I give it a 4 out of 10. It still wasn't that funny. And last was the Wedding Planner. These people doing wedding planning. The only thing I liked was that they did a joke about a free balloon on the ceiling. Aside from that, it was a 3 out of 10. And that was it. There was a lot of really lame skits on here, but it wasn't a horrible show. I give it like a 5.5 out of 10. Close to a 6 out of 10, but I had to take it down to 5.5 10 for John Cheadle doing his first hosting gig on SNL. And I thought he did a great job. It's just some of the stuff wasn't that funny, but it wasn't horrible. So I hope you like this premiere video, this review of Don Cheadle hosts SNL, just premiere on NBC. And we're supposed to get a snowstorm coming in tomorrow at 5 in the afternoon, but leaving and only staying for a few hours and leaving around midnight. But, I mean, they say snowstorm, but we only expect to get like 2 to 4 inches of snow, which isn't horrible. So I hope you like this review, everybody. Until next time, please, take care, my legion.